Good morning to everyone. My name is Ramesh, Department of Commerce and Management, Soundarya Institute of Management and Science, Bangalore. Now I am going to explain BBA Aviation Management, second semester, Mathematics for Management 2, Unit number 2, Transportation Problem, Part 2. In this unit, already we studied in previous videos transportation problem, basic feasible solution, northwest corner method, least cost method. Now I am going to explain Vogels approximation method. This is the method of best feasible solution comparatively northwest corner method, least cost method or matrix minimum method. Vogel's approximation method is very important to solve the transportation problem. You will get the minimum cost of transportation. In this method, we can say it is VAM method or unit cost penalty method. All the three methods will be the same way. Is an iterative procedure for computing a basic feasible solution of a transportation problem. This method is preferred over the two methods discussed in a previous sections because the initial basic feasible solution obtained by this method is either optimal or very close to the optimal solution. Steps in Vogel's approximation method. What are the steps will be considered? Standard instructions are as identify the boxes having minimum and next to minimum transportation cost in each row and write the differences, that is called penalty, along the side of the table against the corresponding row. That is minimum of 2 transportation cost yet to be considered and find the difference and return, that is called as penalty. Identify the boxes as minimum and next to minimum transportation cost in each column. Similarly, we need to do rows and columns. Write the differences penalty against the corresponding column. Identify the maximum penalty if it is along the side of the table. Make maximum allotment to the box having minimum cost of transportation in that row. If it is below the table, make maximum allotment to the box having minimum cost of transportation in that column. If the penalties corresponding to two or more rows or columns are equal, you are at liberty to break the tie arbitrarily. Repeat the above steps until restrictions are satisfied. Now we will consider this problem. Here first condition is total supply equal to total demand. Both should be equal. Then you can able to solve the transportation problem by using VAM method. Solution: how to follow Vogel's approximation method. This is the cost which is given. The problem will be written on the top right side corner. Supply, what is given, 120, 70 and 50. Demand 60, 40, 30, 110. Now finality we need to find out. Row wise and column wise. First row 20, 22, 17, 4. In the two minimum, first minimum is 4, second minimum is 17. So 17 minus 4 we should write. Then second row, two minimum is 9 and 7. 9 minus 7, 2. Third row, minimum 2 is, first minimum is 15, second minimum is 20. So we will get it as 17 minus 4, 13, 9 minus 7, 2, 20 minus 15, 5. We have found as row-wise penalty, first penalty. Now come to column-wise penalty. First column, two minimums are, first minimum is 20, second minimum is 24. Difference is 4. Second column, first minimum is 22, second minimum is 37. So 37 minus 22 will get 15. Similarly, third column, first minimum is 9, second minimum is 17. 17 minus 9, 8. Come to the fourth column, first minimum is 4, second minimum is 7. Difference is 3. In this penalty, first round of penalty we found it. In that, what is the maximum? Here look at that, row wise 13 to 5. Column wise 4, 15, 8, 3. Compared to row and column second column penalty is more. So we need to select it maximum. So select it maximum. We select the cell second column. In that second column, which is minimum cost? 22 is the minimum cost. So how much I can allocate it there? 40. Remaining will be row wise 80 will be there. 40 will be allocated. So second column completely the value is exhausted. So we need to be cancelled. This is the first procedure we need to be followed. Then again we need to go, whichever the row or column is filled, you put dash. Remaining we need to find out again penalty. Again row wise penalty. First row two minimums. One is 4, second one is 17. So 17 minus 4, 13. Second one 9, 7 and 9. So difference is 2. Third one 20 and 15. Difference is 5. This is the row. Filled box will not be considered. Look at here. First column 20 and 24. The difference is 4. Second column already filled, so no need to consider that. Third column 17 minus 9, 8. Fourth column 7 minus 4, 3. Now in this, which is the maximum? 13 to 5 or the row wise, column wise 4, 8, 3. In that 13 is the maximum. So we are selecting first row. In that minimum is 4. How much I can allocate it? 80 can allocate. Here 80 is there, row wise, column wise 110 is there. So 80 will be allocated, 30 will be remaining. So 80 will be valued fixed. The complete row will be exhausted, so will be cancelled. This is the Vogels approximation second step. Come to this third step. First row already everything is filled, dash. Second row 9 minus 7, 2. Third row 20 minus 15, 5. Come to the column. So first row filled, so it not be considered. Second row and third row of first column. 32 minus 24, 8. Second column filled, third column 20 minus 9, 11. Fourth column 15 minus 7, 8. Here maximum, row wise 2, 5. Column wise 8, 11, 8. So maximum is 11. You have to select it here. Here in this empty cells, 9 and 20. 9 is the minimum. 9, how much I can allocate? row wise 70 is there, column wise 30 is there, minimum is 30, so 30 will be allocated, and then remaining will be 40. So here how much I can allocate? 30. So the third column will be completely over, so will be cancelled. That means cross mark. Next will be penalty will be considered. First row already filled, second row 24 and 7 is the two minimums difference, 17. Third row 32 minus 15 only is there left out. Then column wise penalty 32 minus 24 8. Second is filled, third is filled, and fourth is 15 minus 7 8. Here row wise penalty is 17 17. Column wise penalty 8 8. So row wise penalty is the maximum. 17 and 17 is there. In that first preference will be given for the rows filters. 1 2 3 format. So first row is not there. Second and third row, which is minimum, second row is the minimum. So will be considered as second row penalty. So in that if we select second row, what is the minimum cost? 7. How much I can allocate there? 40 I can. 40 and 30 is there. In that 30 I can allocate. How much remember for the row? Second row 10. So 30 will be allocated. Fourth column completely over. So will be cancelled. Now left out only first column in the 24 and 32. In that minimum cost is 24. How much can I allocate? That row only 10 is available. That column 60 is available. So 10 will be allocated. Remaining is will be returned 50. That 50 will be cancelled. Finally it will be allocated. Now all the restrictions are satisfied. There is no extra value, so that the problem is end of the basic feasible solution. Now the values need to be collected. First row second column 40, first row fourth column 80, second row first column 10, second row third column 30, second row fourth column 30, third row first column 50. That's it. We'll get now minimum cost of the transportation will be calculated. Transportation minimum cost. The row and the unit cost or transportation cost 40 into 22 plus 80 into 4 plus 10 into 24 plus 30 into 9 plus 30 into 7 plus 50 into 32. All multiply 880 plus 320 plus 240 plus 270 plus 210 plus 1600. We'll get minimum cost is 3520. In this way, we need to be find out Vogels approximation method or penalty method or unit cost penalty method. All the three methods we can solve it in this method only. It is very easiest way to calculate. At the same time, it is the best solution we'll get. So this is the method we'll be find out. We'll consider another problem. This is a second problem. Here first we need to check total supply equal to total demand. So 5, 8, 7, 14, 7, 9, 18 equal to 34. So both are tallied. We can say it is a balanced transportation problem. Again, how to find Vogels approximation method or penalty method. Solution: Vogels approximation method. First will be written right side top corner all the unit cost values. Then supply will be written 5, 8, 7, 14. Demand 7, 9, 18. This is the way we have to write. We need to find out penalty. Penalty have to find each row and each column. What is the minimum of two values? First row, first minimum is 2, second minimum is 4. So difference is 4 minus 2, 2. Similarly, second row, first minimum is 3, second minimum is, first minimum is 1, second minimum is 3. 3 minus 1 equal to 2. Third row, first minimum is 4, second minimum is 5, 5 minus 4, 1. Fourth row, first minimum is 1, second minimum is 2, 2 minus 1, 1. So row wise penalty, this is 1. Then column wise penalty, first minimum 1, 2, then 2 minus 1 equal to 1. Then second column, first minimum is 3, second minimum is 4. So 4 minus 3 equal to 1. Then third column, first minimum is 1, second minimum is 2, 2 minus 1. Two minimum values you have to be considered. Here row wise penalties are there. 2, 2, 1, 1. Column wise penalty 1, 1, 1. So we need to consider maximum only. In that maximum there are two values. One is 2, another one also 2 only. In that how to break first row, second row. Which is minimum? First row is the minimum. So we need to consider first row. First row we need to be given preference. In that first row there are 3 unit costs 2, 7, 4. In that minimum is 2. How much you can allocate? 2 cell, row is 5, column is 7. In that which is minimum? 5 is the minimum. So remaining will be 2 will be column wise existed. Then we can allocate 5 is the allocated of this cell. Now first row completely over will be cancelled. Then again go for the penalty. First row everything is filled, dash. Second row, first minimum 1, second minimum 3, 3 minus 1, 2. Third row, first minimum is 4, second minimum is 5, 5 minus 1, 4. Fourth row, first minimum is 1, second minimum is 2, 2 minus 1, 1. This is the first value we need to be follow. Then similarly, column wise we need to find out. 3 minus 1, 2, 4 minus 3, 1, 2 minus 1. The minimum of two values, first value or second value. So we found it. In that here maximum is row wise 2 is there, column wise also 2 is there. We need to preference will be given for row first. So will be consider row will be taken. Always row will be considered first, then we go for the column. So first we need to consider for row. Row will be second row. What is the minimum cost there? 1. 1 how much I can allocate? Compared to row is 8, column is 18. So 8 will be allocated. Remaining will be column wise 10 will be as it is will be returned. So 8 will be returned. That complete row will be filled. So we'll put cancel. That means no need to allocate further. Then third penalty we need to be take. First row filled, second row filled, third row 5 minus 1, 4, 5 minus 4, 1, 2 minus 1, 1. Then come to third penalty 5 minus 1, 4, 6 minus 4, 2, 7 minus 2, 5. In that maximum is 5. So we need to give preference. In this third column, what is the minimum value? 2. So how much I can allocate? 14 and 10 will be allocated as only 10 will be allocated. Remaining 4 will be returned. So how much I can allocate? 10. The third column will be completely over. So will be cancelled. Then again, because rows will be there, here only columns is left out. So we can able to find out 5 minus 1, 4, 6 minus 4, 2. So in that we can able to find out, because row wise again if we take differences also we'll get it. So we can allocate which is the 4 cells is there, we can allocate. So here 1 is the minimum. So we can 2 will be allocated. Then here we'll get remaining the column wise filled, so will be cancelled. Another 2 cells only is there. In that minimum is 4. In that minimum is 4. So 7. How much is left out? 2 is left out. We can allocate. Then 2 will be tallied. In this way, we can able to solve the Vogel's approximation basics feasible solution. Then we need to find out the values. First row, first column 5. Second row, third column is 8. Then third row, second column is 7. Fourth row, first column is 2. Fourth row, second column is 2. Then fourth row, third column is 10. So we need to be find out. Allocation of the cells are first row, first column 5. Then second row, third column 8. Then third row, second column is 7. Fourth row, first column is 2. Fourth row, second column is 2. Fourth row, third column equal to 10. Now total minimum transportation cost will be 5 into 2 plus 8 into 1 plus 7 into 4 plus 2 into 1 plus 2 into 6 plus 10 into 2. Therefore, the minimum cost is 10 plus 8 plus 28 plus 2 plus 12 plus 20 will get of the minimum cost equal to 80. This is the way the problem will be solved. The Vogel's approximation method. Here ends basic feasible solutions of transportation problem. Thank you for watching my videos.